All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Friday afternoon. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I'm still bearish. Still a bear. Been a bear for a few days now. I've told you guys I'm a bear. Still a bear. But today we got nuclear submarines. We've got fake labor data and a labor statistician person out. We got a Fed governor resigning. It's like, what is going on? Welcome everybody. Dogecoin still above 20 cents, holding above a long-term support line. We'll take a look at that. We'll look at Bitcoin, $113,000 Bitcoin. People are freaking out. Oh no, Bitcoin's down to 113. And I'm like, do you realize what you're saying? Do you realize what you're saying? Bitcoin is still over $100,000 a coin. And some of you freaking out. And it's just like, man, is this the end of the 4-year cycle? We already hit the top and now it's all downhill from here. Craziness in the world. And you know what? When there's craziness in the world, what happens? The markets don't like it. The markets don't like it. They want things to be peace and calm. And we're not getting that with Trump, are we? We're not getting that. It is just craziness. It's been 6 months of craziness. And here we go again. So welcome everybody. How's everybody doing? It's a Friday. We're sliding into the weekend here. And the markets don't look good. The markets don't look good. So we got the stock market especially, $1 trillion. Do you believe that? $1 trillion of value in the stock market was lost today, thanks to our good friends, mostly at Amazon. Now, I mean, their earnings came out. That was already tanking last night before today even started, down 8.2%. Amazon, and of course, NVIDIA, the largest company, down 2.3%. Microsoft down 1.7%. Apple was actually up after market yesterday, but just couldn't hold it today, down 2.5%. Meta down 3%. I mean, these are huge companies. Google down 1.5%. I mean, all of those together, I mean, those are like, what, 6 of the big 7 right there. There's Tesla down 1.8%. So you get all of that, and not a good day in the stock market, which means, of course, crypto didn't have a chance today, because crypto is kind of becoming more like the stock market, thanks to our friend, Mr. Bitcoin, who's now being run more and more by the banks and the institutions and the governments, as we hear more about stable coins and not a Bitcoin strategic reserve. That is still going on. Crypto rally, we had a little bit of a rally, but it stalls. Dogecoin tanks. Bitcoin testing key support. The overall crypto market had a rough week as we slid into the end of July. But now we have a new month, right? Let's start over. I mean, Dogecoin was actually up for the month of July, more than Bitcoin, but that was last month. And if you didn't see my video this morning, what are you doing? What are you doing? The August Dogecoin price prediction video has been posted this morning. I am not going to answer your questions about what do I think the price is going to be in August, because it's in that video. You have to watch the video. You got to watch the video. And of course, being as generous as we are here in the KrissPax family, we're going to be having a Dogecoin giveaway later in this live stream. Yes, we are giving away more Dogecoin because that's the thing we do. Doing only good every day, despite whatever the price is. So yeah, Stickman, awesome. Yeah. I give everyone an opportunity, though, to either put a comment on the video or even post on the YouTube community board whatever you think the price is going to be at the end of August. Because I'd like to hear what people think. So far, only the bears have been responding. But what's going on here today? The overall crypto market is down. Is it time to panic? 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 What? Ah! No, it's not time to panic. This is the usual summer chop stuff that just happens. It just happens. Bitcoin remains relatively stable compared to the meme coins. Well, unless you're pump.fun, because pump is still up. I was watching this thing, and man, it's got some support here. However, if you were following it this morning, because this was my green box, right? I drew this big green box here for pump, and despite it being down last night, this morning it started going up, and all of these people, hey, PEXCat in the house, all these people who bought up here are now wondering, oh, I should have waited. Don't you step on my keyboard. Ah, stubborn. You're stubborn, cat. I just want to be close to you, Dad. There he is. Hi, everybody. Hey, buddy. So for all these people who bought pump, as pump was kind of pumping this morning and was up in the green when most everything was red, now pump dumped early this afternoon back down into this range. And so they're wondering, yeah, maybe I should have waited. Maybe I should have waited. But hey, that's how it goes. What's Doge going to do? So here's Doge. Let's go out to the 3-hour chart. We looked at this upward sloping support line here from June, right, into July. And guess what? We hit it twice. And we're really close again to really testing this as a true support line. Right now, it would be about 20.2 if Doge drops to 20.2, it's going to be testing this support line. So not looking good, guys. Still not looking good. And Bitcoin's not helping. It's trying to recover a little bit here in 30 minutes, but weakness in the Doge, weakness in memes. That's what this article was saying. Bitcoin remains relatively stable compared to meme coins. So yeah, that's what we got. The technical picture overall remains bullish. What? Bullish? Well, the big picture. When you zoom out, the big picture. And I'll show you, of course, Trader Allen today comes out with some good long-term pictures of what's going on. But sure, yeah, Bitcoin's down 3% today. But it's barely budged over the last week. It's moving just about 2% in the last 7 days. So Dogecoin, the worst performing coin in the top 10 by market cap. Thank you very much. And it's about to get overtaken by Tron again in total market cap. And of course, Bonk, that we've been watching, down over 20% over the week. Pepe down over 12%. So this is really getting taken out on the memes. Of course, we know what happens when the market turns around and goes back up. Memes outperform everything. You got to be able to ride the roller coaster, right? You got to ride the roller coaster. Dogecoin, weekly, bullish crossover. When you zoom out, 2024, 2025, I'm sorry, 2023, 2024, and now 2025. This is what we're waiting for. We got the crossover right there on the weekly MACD. So this pullback is after that crossover. Of course, that crossover happened early in July. Tron took the number 8 spot. Thank you, Bruce. I knew it was close. I knew it was close. So Trader Always, like on the monthly, we have an engulfing candle because July ended up in the green. So it's a bullish engulfing candle over the red June that we had. Very similar to what we had in 2024 and 2023, and especially back in early 2021 and 2020 with bullish engulfing monthly candles. And each time we had that, the next move was up, 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 up. So Trader Allen's trying to keep us bullish. He's like, look, the long-term channel is still up and to the right. When you zoom way out, all the way back to the beginning of Dogecoin, this is on a logarithmic chart, all the way back to 2014, and Doge is just up to the right. Up and to the right. So if Dogecoin continues in a straight run up, even despite a potential bear market, it could still be over $1 and then up higher, 2029. So I don't know if you're in it for short term or long term, but if you're in it for short term and you want a quick turnaround, right now, there's no quick turnaround. As we continue to see liquidations happening, what do we got going? Floki, Jasmy, HBAR, ETH, Solana, Trump, all taking out leverage traders in the short term. In the low ones, we look at the big ones, Solana, Avalanche, Bonk. Somebody just lost $100,000 on Bonk, on a Bonk trade. ETH, Pepe, Bitcoin, Link, BNB, XRP, Jupiter, Solana. So it's all over the board. Those are big $100,000 plus. So we got the pinger on. So if we hear any more, we will check on that. Doge is testing that support line as we speak. Ouch. So we've hit it a third time right there. 3 bounces. Yeah, I'm bearish. The charts don't look good. So what's going on, guys? Bitcoin 110K and then back up? Maybe. We're going to test 20 cents. Well, that's stupid, Stickman. But you have to put a little winky face or a rolling on the floor laughing emoji when you're saying something that you don't really mean. Yeah. Bitcoin dominance. What is Bitcoin dominance looking like? There's Doge being weak. Bitcoin dominance being strong. Of course, right? Bitcoin dominance going up. Everybody should be buying Bitcoin dominance right now. Can you trade that? Can you buy Bitcoin dominance? Because when the markets are bad, Bitcoin dominance goes up. And that's what we got. Megal went to $1.35. I put in a limit order for Megal, and my limit order didn't hit. Right now, after market, it's $1.39 on Megal. $1.39. But yeah, I'm trying to buy some MEGL again. I thought somebody got $1.32 MEGL today. And I thought, oh, I'll just set my limit order for $1.33. It didn't hit. So we'll maybe tonight, I don't know, after market, but most likely tomorrow. I mean, Monday. I know blue lines on a chart. I mean, Trader Allen likes to use all different colors. Crazy. I think Doge will be at 28 cents. This is a temporary flushing out. We may not see 28 cents till September. The DXY is forming a base. DXY was going up yesterday. Oh, it came back down today. Look at that. Back under $100. Wonder why the DXY crashed today. Don't normally see that big of a move in the DXY. Wow. And what about gold? Yeah, gold spiking up today. Must be that nuclear submarine thing. Fear of submarine. Fear of submarine. Yep, Frogger. Best not to look on days like today. I know, but we do, and that's what we do here. I keep tabs on the price always. For those that are interested. 18 cents, Con. You've been calling for 18 cents. You've been calling for it. You might have some side money mid-August. I've got side money now. I did last night. Last night, I bought a little PENGU on the dip. Not a lot, but I bought some. And that was right at 033. That was right here. I bought right there. And I thought, hey, that's pretty good. It's revisiting it again and again and again, just to remind me I could have waited. But after that big fall yesterday, I was like, yeah, I'll buy some PENGU on the dip. I've never owned PENGU. We've been talking about it a lot, so I scooped some up. I know, MEGL. I've got my limit order in. Waiting. Buying on the dips. You've got a dope profile pick. What the heck is that? Is that Terpau smoking a cigar in front of the White House? Peak is peaked, MB. Peak is bad. Bad. I'm bearish in the short term. Some is best. Yes. Bearish in the short term, bullish for the fall. As I've continued to say again and again, bullish for the fall. Yep. I think it's going to be up and down, Christian. Not a buy all month, but it's going to be a choppy month. That's what I think. Joseph, you sold some coin to buy more Doge. Well, Doge is on sale. You can make calls on Bitcoin dominance? Really? Hey, DB. Is Doge oversold? So typically, I always just go to the daily chart on oversold or not. And I go to the indicator of the relative strength index. And right now, it is sitting at 41 41 is not oversold. This is only looking on the daily. Again, totally overbought back here about a week and a half ago when Doge spiked up to 28 cents. That was overbought. RSI coming back down, now below 50, now at about 41, not oversold. I just looked at the daily. You start looking at shorter time frames and you'll drive yourself nuts. So, yeah. So that's what I look at. And let me turn that back off on the RSI. Boop, there we go. You got a limit order today, 20.5, which from yesterday, that's a great price. For today, now that we're at 20.3, it's like, yeah, but still buying on the dips. Come the fall, it'll look fine. I wouldn't call it war mode. I would be like showing American strength to get what you want. That's what it is. Showing American strength, but not war mode. I wouldn't use those terms. Maybe our failed swing trade at 17.4 will finally pay off. I know. Well, that's when I swung into bonk. That's why I bought bonk. Thinking, oh, I'll just make it up on bonk. Yeah. I'm still up on the bonk trade because I bought at 23. Bonk is at 25. But yeah, bonk has been getting hit pretty hard here. Pretty hard on bonk. But hey, that's what happens when you're playing the meme game, right? It's always a risk. DXY moving down because of the jobs report. Yeah, probably. Is that fake news? Is it real news? Trump fired the woman who was the head of Bureau of Labor and Statistics because apparently she was a Biden appointee. Trump found that out. And it's like, nope, that's fake numbers. You're fired. It's like, God. Oh, man. Hey, Sean. Yep, I know it's bearish. Didn't we expect this during the summer? Exactly, Sean. The telltale will be September through November. This was totally expected this summer. Remember the summer of chop and all that? And then when Doge started going crazy, I was like, yep, summer chop's over for a bit. Now we're back. I thought we would maintain at least a little higher than this and be chopping around like between 22 and 25. But unfortunately, we got all this negative Chirpow Trump tariff stuff going on. Yeah, Mona, it's short term. It's just short term. So you can't focus too much on that. We're used to these dips. You become numb to them. That's true. Frogger, you were looking to buy something 2 days ago. Nothing looked good. But today, now things have fallen into some price ranges. Yeah. Yeah, as Khan says, Mona, you're going to be fine. Exactly. I want to own some PENGU because you love Korean food. Oh. Hey, New World. Like and subscribe. Thank you for the reminder, everybody. 38 likes. We can't have any Dogecoin giveaways with only 38 likes. That can't happen. Jackson, I don't know what I'll be selling Megal at. I mean, I'll scoop it up in the low $30s. That's the plan. And we'll see when it goes crazy again. But yeah, it's a swing trade. Joseph thinks Doge will be back up to 26 to 28 cents this month. Ryan is fine. Yeah, portfolios are a little red. Someone's getting some limit orders filled on Megal. $1.39. Just like one share. It's like, who's buying one share of Megal at $1.39? One frickin' share, $1.39. Why do people do that? I don't get that. One share. It's bizarre. I guess it keeps the price where it is. It's probably a market maker. Tayu, you can't wish. Nope. You can't think that way. You're still up on your average, hodling, waiting for the next run, and then you'll decide when to start taking some profits on it. Taking some small buys currently, waiting for a little push lower. Get some more Doge even cheaper. Could be. Again, I'm watching the sloping support line here. We've hit it 3 times now today. The hit here, been buying little bits at a time on the chop down. Yeah. Fartcoin is holding today. Yeah, last week, Fartcoin was one of the worst performers. Mainly music. Yeah, no green candle today. It's Powell with a Bitcoin. Oh, I can't see the Bitcoin tie. Okay. And there's a Doge flag over the White House. Ah, cool. Yeah, Gene, what's up with Bonk? Bonk got hit hard. Again, the memes. The memes, except for Pump, all got hit hard. So, yeah, but long term, that's what we're looking at. Yep. Fed member, well, she put in her resignation effective August 8th. So she's going to do something next week. I don't know what. It wasn't immediate, but yeah, September price cut, as Kriss has been saying for months, it'll be September. Yeah, Euro Vinci, we may be touching 19 cents this weekend. We got to be ready for it. Yeah, we can look at PENGU again. Showed it a little bit ago, but I did put it in the title today, so we will check in on it. PENGU. So I bought last night right there. Where that little green circle is, that's where I bought. I was looking at the dip, which we saw during the live stream at 344. And I was like, no, this doesn't look good. It's still bearish. And then last night it dropped even lower, lower, lower. And I said, okay, 333. And it hit at 333. There was a wick down that went down to about 323, but I didn't catch that. So 33.0333 was my purchase price for my PENGU. So I now own the Penguin. I figure at least for a run this fall. I know, right, music, right? 333. I thought there was something about that number. It was like, okay, so I got it. And I'll sell it in November. I'm not going to hold it longer than that. We'll see how it does this fall. We will see how it does. I don't think Powell's quitting. Powell's not going to quit. That man is like so determined, right? A lot for his legacy. I think he cares about that. And he's going to see it through all the way through next May. That's what I think. Yeah, selling on the red candles, usually not a good idea, Gina. Again, not financial advice here, but I've done a lot of trading. I don't sell on red candles. Do not sell on red candles. If it's a red candle, unless you're like you're in a stock where the company has declared bankruptcy or something, okay, then you sell because you know it's going to shit. So you sell. But just for especially in summertime when we're just chopping around, there's all this good news ahead coming. Yeah, you don't sell. Mid-August, we're going to turn around and see some gains, Johnny. Hey, Maramello. If it breaks 20 cents, what is the next support? Well, we got to go all the way back to June, right? Or early July for that. I don't even have the 20-cent line on the chart anymore. That's how confident I was. I got rid of it. Yeah, I can probably delete some of these out, right? It's going to be a while before we get back up there. Look at Kriss deleting his guidelines here. Yep, I'm deleting them. We ain't going to be up there for a while. 19.2, 18.8. Looks like 18.8 right there. Unfortunately, 18.8 would be next support. 18.8. Not good. Not good. But hey, look at the monthly chart. Look at the monthly chart. Big green candle. And now it's just a little red candle on the monthly. So there's that. We'll just zoom in really close now and we'll watch it go up. You bought the dip, Nick? Ah, no, not dead. No, 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 no. You cannot be saying that, Mr. Chinese man. I know. If Dogecoin is dead, then the whole market is dead. Denise, Meggle may not go down to my number. Just so little trading on it, though. I mean, it did trade at $1.32 today. There were some trades there. So we will see. Do you see 2.3 thousand shares allotted for Meggle? I see 3,000 at $1.33. Some of those are mine. On the bid. That's what I see. 3,000 on the bid. That's mine. Artie, you've got 50,000 Doge now. Can't wait to go back up. Awesome. Am I going to wear my bullish hat? I don't wear hats, Haroon. I don't wear hats. Not a hat wearer. It's pumping right now. 2061. Oh, now it's 2069. Come on, let's go. You ain't scared. Buy this weekend. I don't know. We'll see what that nuclear submarine is doing over, or two of them over near Russia, right? Nuclear subs. September is normally a terrible month. But it starts to turn around like mid-September. By the second week of September, we're starting to see recovery. Typically, that's what I've seen. There may not be like complete data to back that up, but that's normally what I've seen. I feel that, let's just say. So by Labor Day, you should be ready for the fall. Dips are opportunities. Is ADA going to reach an all-time high? Sam asks. ADA. We've looked at this before. What did I say last time? $3.10. We did look at this. And I believe I said no. I said ADA would be lucky to hit $2, which is this yellow line, not going to $3. That's my feeling about ADA. Not going to $3. Lucky to hit $2. A lot of this in 2021 was crazy overhyped buying, is what it was. This red line here at $1.60 was after the early sell-off, what ADA traded back up to at $1.60. And I told myself that if ADA got to that price when I was holding it, that's where I would take profits, at $1.60. Yeah, it didn't get there. I ended up selling at about 95 cents. I no longer hold Cardano. Doge on the weekly doesn't look good. Yeah, let's not look at those red candles. Let's zoom in and let's look at the green ones we got going now. Hey, David. Yeah, those hammer candle things, Joseph, don't mean a thing. They really don't. If you have sheep, sell on a red candle, sell on a green candle, sell on a wick. Sheep apparently is having a birthday today or something. I saw that somewhere on X. I was like, really? You're celebrating Sheep's birthday? Really? It's like, oh, man. I need to sell my house and just buy all the Dogecoin in the world. Yeah, that ain't happening. More dips to come. Yeah, Chadwick, there will be more dips. I agree. Real or fake? Doge is going to 27 cents by Monday. That's fake. Fake. Curious. Typically, when Trump really wants something, he moves worlds to get it. Maybe Trump is actually working with Powell, leaving interest rates high, making the dollar stronger. Nope. Nope. Trump cannot legally do anything to Powell. Powell is untouchable. So the Federal Reserve is not in the executive branch. President cannot. So Trump wants interest rates lower, wants to refinance debt at a lower percentage. And it ain't happening. Liquidations? Sure, Nessie. We got ETH going up a little bit right now, taking out some new short positions. That seems to be what's happening now. Somebody just lost $800,000 on a short. Shorting ETH. Boy, they weren't in that trade very long. $800,000. That's probably why we saw those green candles. They were going up to take out that ETH short. And now it'll start going back down. Fart coin. I just saw that. Back under $1 for fart coin. Well, for those that were looking to buy fart coin for under $1, now's your chance. Fart coin has not been under $1 since June. Since June. Totally wiped out. Totally wiped out. All of this trading. All of that has totally been wiped out today for Fartcoin. So there's a lot of Fartcoin bag holders now who bought this thing up here well over $1. Not a good look. Not a good look. Especially if you bought up at like $1.50, $1.60, and now it's $1. You're down 50% on Fartcoin. How does that make you feel? Down on Fartcoin. Doge isn't down as bad as Fartcoin is. That's for sure. I was never going to buy Fartcoin. I don't know. Something about me just didn't want to put the words Fartcoin on my tax returns. It's like Fartcoin. Really? Oh, is 10,000 shares too much to buy? So, Kristen, two things here. First, when you're talking about Dogecoin, right? Or are you talking about Megal? If you're talking about Dogecoin, they're coins, not shares. If it's Megal, 10,000 shares of Megal is hard to buy. There's not that many sellers. Hey, Demi, just bought some Doge and Bitcoin on the dip. So your mind says, okay, I bought on the dip. Price should go up now, right? Oh, on Megal. There you go. Yeah. 10,000 shares is hard to fill. There's just not that many sellers for Megal. You can't just buy 10,000 shares. Slight pump October and then bear market, you think? You don't think we're still going to be bullish in November? We'll be watching that. I know. Now we're talking about nuclear subs. We don't have GTA 6 yet. All the stuff going on. We're still waiting for GTA 6. Well, Robert, sorry to hear about your story. Getting scammed is never a good thing. If you stuck around here, you'd learn security first and ways to take care of your coins and what to look for in order to not be scammed. We talk a lot about that a lot here on this channel too, but sorry to hear that that happened. If January and February were supposed to be bullish, then why can't, and they weren't, right? They were bearish instead this year. So why can't August and September now be bullish instead of bearish? Total reversal. I like your thinking, Tony. I like that. 20,000 holders left for the 1 trillion burn. I'm waiting on Bonk. I'm not selling my Bonk until we see how this thing plays out. $1.36, maybe. Northern, you got the 69th like. Thank you. We're not in magnet mode yet, DW. I'm feeling too bearish to put a magnet. Unless you want me to put the magnet lower, and nobody wants that. Because that's how I'm feeling. True. If Russia or Iran do something crazy, crypto will suffer. Yes. Congress doesn't need to do anything yet. Yes, Powell should have cut interest rates. Litecoin is recovering. A little bit. Still not out of the woods. But a little better than Doge. I'll give you that. No magnets until October. I mean, you think about what Powell said, right? Which makes total sense to me. He wasn't committing to a rate cut in September because September is still a month and a half away when that next FOMC meeting is. So if you just think about it rationally, right? He's not going to commit to something and then like something crazy happens between now and then that would change his mind. So he said, we'll wait, not committing to it. And everybody freaks out. And I'm just like, no, that makes sense. That's what you say. You've been buying this stretch, sold the stocks, going in for Doge. My SHIB cost 25. Should I sell my ETH and DCA into SHIB? I've never had anyone ask me that question before, Beaumont. Should I sell my ETH and buy SHIB? Nobody has ever asked me that. At some point in time this fall, SHIB will probably go on a little run. But I would say the current SHIB you have, you can hold that and wait for that run. But to sell out of ETH to buy more SHIB, ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Words of wisdom. Never get too hyped about going up. I always used to think we're out of the box and then bam. That's crypto for you, right? Just when you think you got it figured out, it just whacks you on the head and goes, nope, not today. Many of those people who bought Fartcoin after June will never come back into crypto. But if you have faith in the Fartcoin, if you're down, yes, it stinks, especially if you own Fartcoin. But if you have faith in the future of Fartcoin, I don't know why anybody would, you'll eventually be rewarded. I don't do leverage trading, so I don't know how it works. Does the new YouTube policy and the profanity? No. And they're also doing some other AI thing, just checking that people aren't like minors. I don't know what all that is about. I just keep doing my thing. I don't worry about it. Same, Gina, holding the bonk. Just waiting. Yeah, we don't need a magnet lower. The gravity is taking care of that. Yeah, right. Hey, Tony, thanks for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Kristen's almost at 250,000 Doge. One more dip. Just one more dip. Am I holding to the fall? Yes. Holding to the fall. I was going to swing trade bonk and buy more Doge with it. I'm still holding the bonk for the big run. So ETH will bounce back from being oversold. It's not oversold yet. Solana, Andrea. Solana has not done well either. In fact, it's even lower. Solana got hammered the past 2 days. Look at that. Not good. Not good on the Solana. $1.64. So it was back here 16th of July. I mean, Solana just did great early in July. Hey, Kat. Hey, you come back to say hi to the chat? Did you? Yeah, I did. Hey, you want to do a Dogecoin giveaway? Let's do a Dogecoin giveaway, shall we? We got over 69 likes. I'd like some more likes, but we can start doing our giveaway. So, Pax Cat, that's a good sign. We just call him Pax Cat. Pax Cat. All right, guys, we are doing day 1 today of the first 10 days of August. 169 in the chat right now. That's also a good sign. We're going to give away some Doge, and we're going to give away Dogecoin every day for the first 10 days of August. So let me get the giveaway tool all lined up here. The giveaway tool. And we will keep our eyes on Dogecoin in the background to make sure we still have green candles. So for those who have not participated in a Dogecoin giveaway before, all you have to do to enter is type the word Dogecoin in the chat, like all these other folks are doing. And you will be entered into the giveaway. That's all you got to do. We're going to do 3 giveaways of 33 Dogecoin each. And I'm going to enter too, just for the fun of it. So here's what we do. We do 3 draws, 3 winners. If you win, first, you got to be here and say in the chat, you recognize you won, yay, good for me, whatever you want to say. Or you could decide you're just in it for the fun of it. You hang out here all the time. You've already won some Doge. You want to give someone else a chance. You can say pass it on. Pass it on, which means we redraw and give someone else a chance to win. And we do that till we have 3 winners. The winners have to send me an email. Yes, old-fashioned email, because I got to know what your Dogecoin wallet address is, so I know where to send your Doge. And I will give you the email address once we have 3 winners. So that's how it works here on the Dogecoin giveaway. This is August 1st. We're going to do this for 10 straight days. Why am I doing this now in August and not like in October if like Dogecoin's going crazy? Because you guys deserve to be here. Yeah, I mean, you're here in August on a red day. You're here. You deserve to win some Dogecoin being here. That's why. Because what's going to happen in October? If Dogecoin's going crazy, we're going to have a bunch of newbies in here, right? Bunch of newbies in here. Do they deserve to win the Dogecoin? No, you guys do, for being here. I see Bullish Billionaire wants to win some more Doge. Ryan deserves the Doge. But just for that, Ryan, you're not going to win. You know how it goes. So that's how we do it here. We're going to do 3 draws, and we have a giveaway tool that randomly selects. You only have to type in the word Dogecoin once. If you type it in multiple times, you still only get 1 entry. You don't get more entries than that. So that's how it works. Let's go. Dogecoin giveaway number 1. Let's go. Yeah, let's see who wins the first. It is Thor. Hey, Thor. Thor is the winner. This is our 54th giveaway, of which we do mostly 3 giveaways per. So that means over 150. Sweet, Thor. Sweet. All right. We got winner number 1. For those just coming in, type the word Dogecoin in the chat to be entered. If you've already typed Dogecoin, you're automatically entered for all 3 draws. You don't have to type the word Dogecoin into the chat again. Found a new coin to mine with a cell phone. Acura ST or Acurast. That's a weird sounding name. Mine with a cell phone. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. We're going to talk about Dogecoin mining, real Dogecoin mining on this channel. You do not have to be a subscriber to win, but it's preferred. I could be the only one in the chat, and I still would win. Mr. T. That's funny. All right, second draw. Let's go. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Northern Orbit. Northern Orbit. You're the winner. Rigged. Of course. Of course it's rigged. Hey, Orbit. I didn't check into the chicken fish coin, Josh. I'll just leave that up for Raul Paul to play with. Hey, Adam. We're in the middle of doing our giveaway here. Waiting for Northern Orbit to say, hello, I win. DB's waiting for the third draw. Of course. Of course you are. Orbit, hey, where are you? Orbit. You got to be here to win. Giving away some Dogecoin, trying to. I don't want to give away Orbit's coins, but I might have to. We'll redraw. Orbit, I'm going to do a countdown. No 5. No 4. No 3. 2. 1. Sorry, Orbit. You got to be here to win. Respin. Draw again. Here we go. Here we go. Denise. No, it's Vince. Totally faked me out. You were so close, Denise. Hey, Vince, congrats. That's a first for you. Awesome. You got it. All right. We're going on to draw number 3. Draw number 3 on our August 1st, the first day of 10 days of Dogecoin giveaways. Third time's the charm. You think that's it, music? All right, let's go. I'm new. I know what I'm new is going to do. I'm new is going to take the Doge and then sell it and buy Megal stock. That's what you're going to do, isn't it? You'll take the Doge and then you'll sell it and you'll buy Megal stock. Doesn't deserve it. You can't sell Dogecoin that you win in a giveaway. You can't sell it. I know. It's a total lie. I'm new isn't new at all. But we don't know who I'm new used to be. I never did find that out. Megal to the moon. Yep. Megal. Pass it on. Well, there you go. I'm new. I'm new is passing it on. And we are going to do a respin. Thanks, I'm new. Draw again. Let's go. Everybody who typed the word Dogecoin in the chat is in the running here. It is Petruchio. Congrats, Petruchio. What you gonna do? Gonna pass it on? You are the winner of the third draw. And Petruchio is going to pass it on. That's what I thought you would do. We are going to redraw again. Thanks to our friend Petruchio. And draw again. Given the love of Dogecoin, giving DB one more chance. And it's Christian, not DB. Christian, congrats. Woohoo! You get all the confetti and everything there. Woo! Let's go! Christian, you still here? Got to be here to win here. That's true, music. 27 more chances. At least we'll have a bunch that pass it on. But yep. Christian, you still in the house? How long can you hold Doge? The dank blue whale asks. As long as you want. What's your financial strategy, investment strategy? How old are you? What are you waiting for? In crypto, the longer you hold, typically, the better your returns. Time is your friend. I'm new. You're now convinced that the giveaway isn't rigged. Exactly. Blue whale. You are a youngin'. You got lots of time. Buy Doge and just wait. Time is your friend. Time is your friend. If you look back in the history of Dogecoin, when should you close? You don't have to close. You buy on the dip and then you hold and you wait for the good times. That's what you do. You wait for the good times. Christian, countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Christian's out. We're going to redraw. Any last people who have come in that want to be in the running to win some Doge, you have to type Dogecoin in the chat. Oh, you're donating. There you are. All right, Christian. I didn't see you before. We're going to redraw anyway. So, you want to donate to the Queen of Doge? Well, she's not here. She is not here. So, I will make the executive decision to respin because you got to be here to win here. You got to be here to win here. And Queen of Doge is working late tonight, most likely. So, well, DB, maybe this one's going to be your chance. I identify as the Queen of Doge. We're respinning. Respinning. Give someone else a shot. Artie, congrats. We are all the Queen of Doge. I have no idea. Destroyer. She's always here, except when she's working late. Artie, pass it on, Artie says. All right. DB gets another chance. It's not going to happen, man. Here we go again. This could go on for a while. Still have green candles in Doge happening in the background. DW, man. Yet another winner. Rigged. Awesome. So rigged that DW wins. But then passes it on. You and Ryan, Boss Destroyer. Ryan hasn't won any either. Has not won. We could be here for 2 more hours. Just respinning. All right, here we go. Redraw. Essence of life. People just feel like they want to be good neighbors and pass it on. Rod. They enjoy winning, but are happy to pass it on. So, Rod, I'm not giving away Bitcoin. This is not a Bitcoin channel. This is the 6th draw this round for Rod. The 6th draw. To see my name in confetti is my dream. Awesome, thanks. There you go, Rod. All right, there we go. All right, so for Thor, Vince, and Rod, you need to send me an email. Yes, old-fashioned way. Send an email to KrissCrypto@gmail.com. That's KrissKrypto. KrissCrypto@gmail.com. Sorry, Orbit. We passed it on, dude. And in your email, you need to include your YouTube handle, so I know who you are, and your Dogecoin wallet address. Must begin with the letter D, because I only accept Dogecoin wallets to begin with the letter D. So it's a true Dogecoin wallet, Dogecoin being transferred on the blockchain. So that's all right, Orbit. You'll win again. I get it with the kids. Ryan, you're not going to win, dude. You're not going to win. Yes, this is only day 1 of 10 days of giveaways that we're having for August. Congratulations to the winners. And Dogecoin went up a little bit while we were doing the draw, now up to 20.6. It's not great, but it's something. But it is something, guys. It's something. Well, that's exactly right, Nick. Once Doge gets to $5, we're all winners. Music, yes, it was a fun one. Nick thinks 20 cents is going to hold. So does PaxCat, don't you, buddy? You would have passed it forward anyway, Orbit. So there you go. Hey, buddy. Like and subscribe always. Thank you for the reminder of that. You know, I'm getting close to 20,000 subs. Just a little over 100 to go. Getting close. If we buy the dip, we're all winners. Bogdan, 14 cents. That might be a 2026 price. Bear market price. I am young at heart, my young friend. Young at heart. Old enough to have 2 adult children. Old enough to have already accumulated enough to really make some serious investments in stocks and crypto, which led to my financial independence of buying a house cash with no mortgage. So that was the big news, was buying this house, no mortgage. So starting at age 19, you got a ways to go. Be cool. Be cool, buddy. Yes, I am in Boston, Massachusetts, Nick. We get high taxes here. High property taxes, high state taxes. But this is where all my friends and family live, so I've made enough in Dogecoin and other crypto that it's worth it. No, not jealous. I'm just pointing you to a path forward where you can work on financial independence, no debt, don't take on debt, whatever you can do. And then maybe one day you can be bankless as well, be bank free. Don't have to rely on the bank because they just screw you every time. They nickel and dime you to death. All their little fees, all their... No. We do cryptocurrency. Get away from that. That's what we do. You're welcome. Hey, spread the love. Spread the love. Share the YouTube channel with some friends, those that are seeking financial independence and ways to get out of debt, be debt-free in the future, not rely on the banks, the government, the endless printing of money, all of that. Ooh, DB. Starting to like BitOrigin more than the House of Doge. You know what? You have got a point there. I'm not going to change your mind. I've been down on the House of Doge for a couple months now, if you've noticed. Because they're really not coming through yet. But we'll see about BitOrigin. Are they really going to do what they say? So, I work at Tesla. Right. Can you sneak me a Model 3 under the table? Yeah, come on, Nick. Also, can you ask Elon to just get it over with and accept Dogecoin as payment for cars? Can you do that, Nick? Let's do that. I know, the House of Doge and all those endless reposting. I agree. And they repost garbage, too. I mean, just like, dude, what are you reposting that shit for? No. Only repost my stuff, the good stuff. DW has a great idea, Nick. Can you get Elon to donate a Model 3 for the next drawing? Can you do that? Let's have a giveaway. Do I own Pepe? I did last year. I doubled my money on Pepe and I sold it. I took my profit. I did not hold it all the way back down. I bought it 10, sold it 20, and guess where Pepe is now? Back to 10. I sold. It's called taking profits. I did that with Pepe. $3.19 in the morning. Where are you? You're over in where the heck would you be at $3.19? The Middle East somewhere. Right? That's my guess. I got Thor. I got Rod. Awesome. You stopped following House of Doge? I'm following, but midnight for Alexander. Oh, over in India. Over in India. Gotcha. Well, welcome. Dogecoin is worldwide. Worldwide. The cat's going wild, yes. He knocked a pen off of my table and is playing soccer with it. You can hear all that? You're in the Netherlands. The market. Just watch the first 10 minutes of the live stream where I summarized everything going on in the market. I don't want to really repeat all of that again. But I covered it pretty well right in the first 10 minutes. Belgium, midnight there. Yep, daily live, but it's the middle of the night for you. But every day, yes, I'm here, right around this time. Especially the next 10 days. I will be here. Dogecoin giveaway. Got 9 more days on our Dogecoin giveaways, at least for this round. If other people want to donate for giveaways, we can talk about it. That's what Dogecoin is all about. Spreading the love of Doge. I did post this on X. So if you want to repost my tweet, my post on X here about the Dogecoin giveaways. If you're on X, I am at KrissPax. You can follow me right here, at KrissPax. And I would appreciate it if you went on and you just reposted my Dogecoin giveaway post here so more people can come in as well. Learn about Doge, talk about Doge, and we talk about other cryptocurrencies too. Yeah, the Bitcoin and ETH and PENGU and Pump and a bunch of other things. We cover it all, but we concentrate a lot on Doge because it's fun. Because it is fun. So check that out. And yes, I did buy some PENGU last night, and I posted that. I always post my trades as well. I post when I buy, I post when I sell. And I bought some of the Penguin last night. I'm in on the Penguin. I don't know if I'm going to buy some more Pump tokens. How much PENGU? I did it in 3 purchases. How much did I end up with? I want to say 20,000. That's what I want to say. Let's see how right I am. Accounts, crypto, 21,050. Got 21,000 penguins. I ended up with 21,050 for some reason. I must have, I don't know what I did. I don't know how I got 21,050, but yeah. And so far I'm up $38. Woohoo! I'm in the green, $38. Bought $700 worth. It was somewhere, there might be a little rounding error there, but something like that. I am now in Pudgy Penguin fam. Nope, I didn't buy in Doge. I already have a lot of Doge, Nick. And I'm going to buy more Doge once Bonk goes crazy. And then I'm going to swap the Bonk over for more Doge for the fall. That's my plan. But Bonk is not cooperating right now. Let's go Penguin. Agreed. Mostly Doge. I mean, we've been looking at PENGU for so long now. And I keep looking at it, and I keep looking at it, and I keep saying, well, I don't own any, I don't own any, I don't own any. Well, now I own some. I'm also considering PENGU for future trades if it goes lower. Maybe. Last night I was just looking at the chart, and I was just like, this looks like a good dip to buy on. It had just gone from 4 cents. It had dipped down during the live stream. We were talking about it at 344 right here. And then last night it dropped to 333. And so I said, okay, I'm buying. And that's where I bought it right there. 333. It's come back and it's revisited that price 3 times now. But I feel good about that. There's going to be some deep selling. There could be, David. There could be. But better to buy here than at 4 cents. So I'm waiting. waiting. See what happens. I haven't read about a Dogecoin upgrade, Crypto the Conqueror. You have to tell me like which news piece has put that, because the Dogecoin devs do continuous small upgrades. That's not a huge deal. There are some crazy theories out there for some huge thing happening to Doge that's not going to happen. So I don't know what you're talking about. If you tell me some details about the upgrade that you're reading about, then I'll know whether it's FUD or if it's real. A recent Wall Street Zen indicates that MyDoge is currently undervalued by 45%. Well, there you go. Good reason to buy some, right? Yes, you can go to sleep now. You're scared to get liquidated. You can't get liquidated if you just bought it. Now, if you went on some leverage trade, that's different, and I can't help you there. We don't do that here. Some of you go and do it anyway, but you won't get liquidated. If you bought some Doge at 20 cents, you won't get liquidated. It's not going to zero. 20,000? It's something. MyDoge has no value. Exactly. MyDoge has no value, but yet the Wall Street Zen says that it is undervalued by 45%. I mean, look at that right there. Undervalued by 45%. But yet it has no value, which is why I continue to swing trade it. I've made so much money off this stupid stock. Just repeat over and over and over again. It's like free money. Good night, Blue Whale. Hope to see you over the weekend. And then the other one is that we were looking at was what is going to happen with this stupid pump.fun token? Is it going to take off, or is it just going to slowly die? I don't know. There was some buying this morning, buying it up, and then all these people that bought it are now sitting at a loss. So I don't know. Yeah, David, they can say anything, exactly. But you look at the history of the stock, and it just keeps pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump. And you can make money off MyDoge. There are better stocks to swing trade. Yeah, but I just have fun with this one. It's my thing. It's my thing. I scalped some of XPEV. I did a scalp swing trade, made a little bit. But MyDoge, when it goes on a pump, whew, yeah. Quantum space. Don't know what that is, but good luck. Exactly, I'm new. Don't know what MyDoge does. Doesn't do anything. It's a shell company. It does nothing. Got to know it through me. So all I do is when it spikes high, I'm out. And then when it's deep down, you buy more. Exactly. That's it. Is there a chance it goes bankrupt? Sure. There's a risk of everything. Anything. But at this point, I've already made like so much. Have a good weekend, Nick. What do I think about AI network token? I have no idea what that is. AI network. Is that AIs? No. AI network. AIN, is that what it's called? It's got a market cap of 19 million. What? No way. AI network. This thing has been around since 2021. What the hell just happened? What happened 2 days ago? All of a sudden, it just totally skyrocketed. What was that? Wow. Something happened on Wednesday with this thing. It just totally took off. Went up 700%. I have no idea what this thing is, but man, it just went up 700% on Wednesday. That's crazy. It's trading on BitGet. 96% of the trading volume is on BitGet. Yeah, so something happened here. Was this when it got its BitGet listing and then everyone bought it on BitGet? It could be. Well, I mean, you don't buy it after a 700% run, huh? Yeah, it's hard right, to look at this like a 700% run in a day and take it seriously. I have no idea what this is. I don't follow these. You have no idea which tokens are going to pump and which ones aren't. This could be totally manufactured for all I know. I don't believe it. Yep, David, it works for me. Good night, Destroyer. We need a real Dogecoin rainbow chart. Yeah, I started to make one, but it's hard to do. You go to the weekly. Yeah, I can't do it on this one. This one doesn't go back far enough. I know, cat. Do it in this one. You go in the weekly. You change to a logarithmic scale. And then you zoom out. And I started doing this before. And on TradingView, it's not easy to do on TradingView. And what I ended up coming to the conclusion on here is, I mean, it had the crazy spike at the beginning, which is why people draw lines. They just draw it as a line, right? Like that. And then and if you do that, and you discount that, and I discount that because that was the crazy overhyped trading based on Elon Musk. Never should have done that. So if you do that, then you hit the highs of 2017, the high in early 2021, the retest in 2022. And that was when Elon bought Twitter. And then it lines up with the 48 cents we just had in December. So that is the line right there. And you can make a rainbow out of that. But that's like the truest thing in my book on Doge. And you discount that spike up to 73 cents because of the total overhyped FOMO. Oh, but that's cheating, Chris. And I'm just like, show me something better. I don't know. Show me something better. Because this is what I see as being a more realistic chart of Doge. And so what does that say for, like if we extend this up, what does that say for the price at the end of the year, let's say? or some spike coming up in, let's say, end of October, that would be a price of 75 cents. 75 cents. So what I'm saying is the high back in 2021 shouldn't have happened. And I know it's not fair, but that makes sense. And then from here, you can make a straight rainbow chart, and you can change your colors, and you can make, you can figure out the bottoms. Actually, the bottoms don't even come back down that far. But you could arrange the lines and do your colors and fill it all in however you want. But that would be that chart. So yeah, I don't know, Zatlas. That's what I've been playing with, is something like that on a logarithmic scale, which is based on the percentage gains instead of the actual price. And I discount that. And that points to the high being 75 cents for this fall. So that's my price prediction. If there's no integration on X, right? If X money integrates Doge, I think Doge will go higher. But if it doesn't, that's my prediction. And it follows this chart. So I will keep that here. That's on a different Doge chart than the one I normally use. Good luck with that. Take it for what it is. Doge is not cooperating right now. It is dipping again, my friends. Dipping again. Not cooperating. Well, for those looking for 19-cent Dogecoin, I think tonight, my friends, I think you're going to get 19. Yeah, I see that, Nice or Nessie. Yep. Guaranteed. Exactly, RR. I thought you went to bed. RR, what are you still doing up? I thought you went to bed. And you got to stay around and give me that, right? My Norwegian friend, how are you? Go to bed. Are you looking to buy on dips? Well, we got some dips going. We are about to break 20 cents, guys. You're about to say goodnight, but then, yeah, you saw me drawing again, and it was like, I'll stick around and see what Kriss has got up his sleeve. Yep. Well, we can revisit that on future live streams. Are you going to be around tomorrow for the drawing? Another giveaway. On a Saturday, Kriss is giving away some more Doge. Sleep now. Okay. Well, I am going to call this a stream as well, my friends. So, hey, everyone have a great Friday. Don't stare at the charts too much. We're dipping. I mean, unless you're like ready to buy on dips, you'll be ready with your dry powder. We were talking about dips coming. You know that I've been a bear the past few days. Still kind of bearish. So that's what we got. I hope everyone has a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably the most entertaining outcome
And the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.